I know the basic premise of, you know, base, lid, brow bone.
Mm-hmm.
Hello and welcome back to My Tech Wardrobe. My name is Caitlin and we are doing something extra fun today. For those of you who were alive in the early 2000s, and granted I acknowledge that there may not be that many of you, there was a very, very important show to people of my vintage. And that is the Lizzie Mcguire Show, starring the incomparable Hilary Duff. And I always thought, wouldn't it be fun to be a little bit more like Lizzie in my adult life, because aren't we all just regenerating back to our childhoods nowadays? For my birthday last year, my best friends were very generous and got me the entire Lizzie Mcguire ColourPop collection. And I am admittedly a makeup novice. Actually, I don't even think you could call it that. I am a makeup newbie. What I have done is asked my best friend, the wonderful, the beautiful Melanie, to come and help me with my Lizzie Mcguire transformation today. This is Melanie.
Hi.
Melanie is quite possibly the best makeup artist I know. And when I say quite possibly, I mean definitely. So I am so excited.
Yay, I'm so excited too. I love doing your makeup. It'll be so fun.
Melanie did my makeup for my wedding, and of course it was perfect. So I cannot wait to see what you turned me into today.
Lizzie 2022.
The reboot that we never got. I will do it for you right now. So we're truly going for the whole transformation today. I have absolutely nothing on my face except for moisturizer, and I have put my hair in 2 fishtail braids because hopefully we'll get a little crimping action later, but I am a blank slate. I'm ready to be Lizzied? Lizified? That sounds like you're making me a lizard.
I'm gonna put a little bit of a serum on your skin too, just to really boost that moisture.
Oh, with a brush? How luxurious.
Yeah, like a little massage. The face. So this makes your skin like super glowy, super hydrated.
You know how cats, when you pet them, they kind of smile and they're just like, so happy? This is how I feel.
I love that.
I just can't stand it.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like my face when I wear foundation.
Yeah.
So I don't feel comfortable. I just feel like I look weird with foundation.
Oh.
It's probably not true, but
Yeah, you don't look weird. But like, yeah, no, if you're not used to wearing it and like don't necessarily like need it, like don't wear it, like don't need that.
does my skin look clear already?
It looks nice and glowy. And I'm putting a primer on you. And if you're like, Melanie, why are you putting a primer on me? This one's actually really glowy. It has like little like pearlescence in it.
Ooh.
So it just has like this little sort of like sheen. But it does help like minimize the appearance of pores and like have a nice sort of like smoothing appearance to it too. So your skin will just look flawless, but very smooth and silky and glowy and all the things I love.
So like 13-year-old Hilary Duff skin.
Yes, this was the goal.
This will make me look 13 again.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, to be honest, my skin's better now than it was at 13. 13 was a mess. When did we meet? We met when we were what? Probably 6, right?
Yeah, we were in school together. I don't think we ever had a class together though.
Never once. I don't remember being in the same class with you for 8 years.
Yeah.
How is that even possible? There were at least 4 classes
Yeah.
of students of 30. 4 classes of 30 every year for 8 years, and we never once overlapped.
No, that's crazy. Like, I don't even remember like talking to you in elementary school either. Like just like no connection. So it's just gonna hydrate your lips like while I'm doing the rest of your makeup. I actually used ColourPop eyeshadows before, so this is the Lizzie Mcguire palette. So it's called What Dreams Are Made Of. So if you've ever seen the Lizzie Mcguire movie, so good.
So good.
The color names are also like amazing in this collection. Outfit Repeater is one of the shades. Please, Bud Bye. Anyways, I could go on, but they're so good. So the colors essentially, there's a nice little variety.
Very pigmented.
Very pigmented. So we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. And I guess if anyone's familiar with Caitlin's makeup, I'd say you don't often wear eyeshadow.
Never. I never wear know. Because I don't really know how to do it. I know the basic premise of, you know, base, lid, brow bone. Mm-hmm. But that's it. I don't know anything else.
That's fine.
I don't know anything.
So I'm going to use the MAC 24-Hour Extended Eye Base. So this is a primer. This one's really quite nice. It's really transparent. They have paint pots as well that people are more familiar with, and they're more colored, so you can kind of do like a one and done, just put on a lid and like off you go. The reason I like this one more is that it's actually like, I find it holds it better. So if you have more oily lids or hooded eyes and things tend to crease on you really easily, this one's really fantastic. It's one of the most favorite like eye primers that I've ever used. So I'm just down to like the lash line, brow bone. So it does have a bit of a pink tint to it, but once it's sort of applied on the skin, it does blend out to be transparent. So it won't interfere with any color. So I like to use this closest to the skin so I can put like a bit of concealer on top, and again, that'll give it a longer staying power as well.
So basically at the time when Lizzie Mcguire was out, we knew each other but didn't talk at all. Which is funny.
Yeah, no, like I don't even remember like seeing you like playground either. Like did you go outside often, or were you with me and like try and like hide in the bathroom for as long as possible because I hated the cold?
I would kind of do a little bit of both. Like I would definitely go try to use the washroom pass and go into the bathroom, but I also used to try to scam my teachers into letting me stay in and just like help them with projects or whatever they needed to do for the classroom. And thinking about it now, I'm sure all the teachers were like, oh my god, recess is my break, leave me alone. But I did never want to go outside. And I remember thinking, when I was watching Lizzie, I thought they were in high school when I was a kid.
Nope.
And I didn't find out until later, because in the show, they never had recess or anything. So I thought, oh, well, they must be in high school. And then at the end of the show, they're just like, oh, it's time to go to high school. And I was like, where have they been for all this time?
Grade 8. Also, we like discussed the fact that they go to Italy for like 2 weeks for their grade 8 trip.
Must be nice.
Okay.
Where did we go for our grade 8 trip? Ottawa. Fast forward 4 years?
Many moons.
Almost 4 years. So Melanie and I actually became friends around grade 10 because we also went to the same high school.
How did that happen?
It's because you were painting the backdrop for the school dance that I was planning.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we had, I think it was like a starry night, semi-formal dance. typical high school.
Oh, you know.
But I remember saying, because I knew you were an artist, and I was like, a 15-year-old artist. And I knew.
An artiste.
And I remember people were like, oh, we should have a backdrop. And I was like, I know who can paint this for us. And I asked you, I was like, can you paint us a big backdrop? And you were like, well, I'll need a place to paint and I'll need some supplies. And I was like, I'll get those for you. It was supposed to be like a school swag store, but they never used it for anything. So it was basically just storage. But then I set you up in there, and then you were always painting before the morning announcements.
Which is shocking that I was there.
I know!
That I was there on time.
I know, and I did the morning announcements, so I had to be there like half an hour before that every day. So I would always go in and I think let you into that room. And then as you were painting, I kind of hung out, and then we just got to know each other that way. You were probably like, I wish this girl would leave me alone so I could focus to paint.
No, I was probably so happy.
After that, I think the first time we actually hung out was when I went to your house to watch Robin Hood.
Oh my god,
the cartoon Robin Hood in your basement.
Yeah. I don't know how we like discussed that.
I don't know either.
But yeah.
I think it was in the conversation as you were painting the banner. We were talking about Robin Hood, and I hadn't seen it for a long time.
Robin Hood. That's my favorite Disney movie.
Yeah.
One of them.
So the craziest thing about this whole story is that Melanie and I were not friends for like from the age of like 6 to 15. We were not friends, but we lived down the street from each other. We lived so close. All I did was just walk to her house when we first hung out.
Literally down the street.
Yeah, typical case of like constantly crossing paths and then finally our paths collided.
I love that.
But yeah, that's how we became friends. But then fast forward another 2 years, on our grade 12 trip, the sort of high school graduation trip, was a trip to Italy. So of course we were going to reenact the Lizzie McGuire movie.
It was a time. Like, that whole trip was the Lizzie McGuire movie. So I'm super excited to use this first color on her. So it's called Outfit Rememberer. So it's this really nice, like, light lilac purple. So I'm gonna be putting this, I'd say on the full lid. With a little bit of the inner corner.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm using this lighter shade underneath, because A, it's shimmery. Some of these colors are so pigmented, they're not recommended for use on the eye area. And so typically when that does happen, it's because they're so pigmented, like that they may stain the eyelid. So that's why I'm going to put some like layers of eyeshadow shades that are like very, very gentle, very safe, just to kind of add a little barrier in there. Brand new palette, never been used. I'm super excited. Also, I've never worked with ColourPop eyeshadows before, so I'm intrigued. Oh, that's nice.
Is it?
I'm living my dream right now.
Excellent.
Oh my god, okay. Okay, ColourPop, I see you.
We should say, too, that when you look at actual episodes of Lizzie McGuire, she's not actually, like, she's in middle school, so you can tell that Disney really went sort of neutral.
Yeah.
With her eye look specifically, it almost looks like she's wearing no makeup at all. She's just very glossy.
Yeah.
So this will be an homage to Lizzie McGuire rather than a complete one-to-one recreation. Because even with this palette, I think it's evoking the themes of the show and the feeling of the early 2000s sort of Disney Channel, but it's not gonna give you a Lizzie look exactly.
And the reason why I'm using a little patting motions is because when it's like this shimmery and this pigmented, I don't want to have like a ton of fallout land like on your cheekbones or underneath your eye. This way it'll just really smooth the color and give you the most pigmentation as well. I cannot believe how pigmented this is. I'm shocked. I'm very, very shocked.
Oh, maybe that's why it's called
ColourPop. So I have that base layer on there. I'm gonna have some fun with some more vibrant tones.
Here's what the base looks like so far.
So I'm gonna use this sort of little, would you say it's like grape? Like a little grape?
Yeah, grapey.
Little like grape color right here. So this one is called Hello Fabulous. Hello Fabulous.
That's me!
That is you. So I'm gonna use this color. Again, I'm intrigued. So this is shimmer. So this color is not as pigmented. Let's build it up. So I think too with like the early 2000s, there's not like a ton of like harsh lines or anything. Everything was like very sort of like soft, well blended.
Frosty.
Very frosty.
So let's talk about Gordo for a minute.
Okay, so
we have
Gordo.
Gordo went through quite the evolution, I would say, from the show to the series, or from the show to the movie. But I think it's just a continuation of sort of his grand arc. And I loved Gordo.
Yeah, he's the best.
More than Ethan Kraft.
Like in terms of looks? Personality?
A little bit of both, actually. I was never into Ethan Kraft, and I don't know why. Who was your favorite character, if you had to pick one?
I mean, I love Gordo.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was awesome. I don't know, like, Kate was really funny.
Kate was fun.
Like, very, very funny, like, and fun. I don't know, like, I, like, kind of, like, liked their, like, kind of, like, frenemy approach that they had. Because it was never, like, it was always so ridiculous. Like, you wore that outfit before, and I was just like, oh, shame. I always wear the same clothes over and over again.
Oh, me too.
But yeah, she had some, like, iconic lines. Oh, gosh, she was so funny. And, like, I thought it was really cool that she would, like, cover for Lizzie, too. Like, like, in the movie, I was like, go girl.
Yeah, I thought her arc from the show to the movie was also really good, because I think it's that sort of like happy goodbye kind of situation where, yes, you may have been at odds for years, but now that you're both kind of growing up and moving on, you're sort of moving beyond those things because you're moving into this unknown world of high school.
Oh, yeah.
So the people that you knew in high school, even if you didn't hang out with them in elementary school, I feel like you kind of glommed onto them a little bit harder because they were people you knew.
Oh, yeah.
So I always thought in the show, yeah, they fought all the time, but I always had this inkling that they were gonna
make up and be friends.
You know?
Yeah.
Or at least maybe that's what I had hoped.
Oh, I'm gonna use the color Digital Beam.
Just a little guy right here.
So this is probably one of those shades that's not recommended for around the eye area.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Because I never really identified that much with Lizzie because of course everything was based on hair color. So I was always a brunette and I never thought I could be Lizzie. But when you grow up, you realize you can be literally anyone you want. You can identify with whoever you want. Although, I have to say, if I was gonna do a Halloween look, I would definitely be Isabella.
I was gonna say, like, you could be the Isabella of Lizzie.
I think next time we do this,
do a green look.
Yeah, we'll do an Isabella look. Maybe you can turn me into Isabella and then you can turn me into Paolo. And we can do both. And I'll be Paolo and Isabella.
Oh, Paolo.
Oh my god. You let us know in the comments what you thought of Paolo, like before you knew the whole situation. Like when Lizzie first met Paolo, were you excited? Did you smell a rat? Like, what did you think?
Also, didn't no one else find it like super weird how like old looking he was, and she's like 14 and like she was just disappearing in Italy with this like random dude. I don't know, like looking back as an adult, I'm like, this doesn't seem good.
No, and I was thinking like if I was a parent, because now we're older and we're like, oh, identifying more with the parents in the situation. If I was a parent though, and I found out my 14-year-old was running around Europe with like an 18-year-old
superstar
Italian pop star, I'd be like, nope. Absolutely not.
No.
And then everything's just like fine when they get to the Coliseum concert at the end.
Oh, you know, just have my name there. Like, sure. Was that an award show or was it a concert?
It was a European Music Award show.
Oh, it was a show.
And I have to say, when we went on our grade 12 trip to Rome, and we ended up at the Coliseum, and we looked down into the Coliseum, I for sure, at that moment, still thought that they hold concerts there.
Do they?
No, they don't! They definitely don't! And I remember thinking when we got there, that doesn't look like it would hold a concert stage, and it's because it doesn't. They don't do that. It's a historic site. You can't do that.
And I'm really just like taking it pretty far out.
Nice. Drama.
Because I feel like the colors they wore back then, like, it was so soft.
Yeah.
Like, it was really shimmery, like, everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
It wasn't... Yeah, it wasn't, like, too much. Like, all the colors kind of, like, played together. Like, all blended together.
Yeah. And it wasn't, I don't think it was ever that dark unless you were very specifically emo or punk. At that point.
Yeah.
You know how there were such categories? You were either this or that.
And brows were kind of on the skinny side back in the day.
Yeah, not like these mammoths.
So we will,
We'll just pretend like those don't exist.
No, I just won't, like, fill them in like I normally do.
This part always tickles.
Sorry. I'll try and make it as, like, speedy as possible. Do the same thing on the other eye.
Yeah, I recognized a little while ago that a lot of people don't remember Lizzie McGuire.
What?
And by remember, I mean people like 5 years younger than us don't know Lizzie McGuire. So Gen Z, for example, doesn't really know anything about it.
Well, they should watch it.
Gen Z and younger. Like Gen Z is very influenced by early 2000s fashion and style. So it's basically the pinnacle of that if you're thinking like early teens fashion.
So I'm just mixing a little bit of that moisturizer that we had on before with the concealer and highlighter just to kind of like touch up where there was a little bit of that
glitter bomb
happening.
Glitter tears.
Glitter tears. The early 2000s was kind of like a hot mess in terms of like makeup and such.
Oh yeah, the early 2000s were a hot mess for basically everything, I think. We have a very nostalgic lens to look through and say like, oh, that was great, or eh.
Our bubble.
Yeah, but I feel like Gen Z is applying that lens aesthetically as well, which is so interesting to me. And I don't think it's a bad thing. Like some trends obviously should have just died then, but it's interesting to see them embrace certain things that we wore as literal children and they're wearing them as adults and teens, and I think it's really interesting because you're bringing a whole new lens to it.
Yeah. Your eyes look very green. I feel like when
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Melanie has done my lashes. and mascara. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm wearing fake eyelashes. False eyelashes? I know. These look exactly like my regular ones, but it's true. It's true. Now it's time for blush.
So with blush in the early 2000s too, like I feel like that self tanner look was really big. Oof. do you know what I'm talking about?
I know.
Yeah. So I feel like that was very present. I feel like blush was kind of a little more like understated. So we're gonna keep it a little bit soft. I know you're not wearing self tanner right now, so it'll like connect nice with the eyeshadow. It'll be like very diffused. But I feel like for a Lizzie look, we'll keep it like cute and fresh. So
young.
This one is called
Vibrant.
Delish. Bringing it nice youthfulness back. There's a cute little like flowers, signature flowers in there.
There's a lot of shimmer in this collection,
Which I love.
yeah. It's basically all sparkles.
Yeah.
And we'll get into more sparkles in a minute.
Oh yeah. I'll be happy about it. It'll be fun. If that ever happens, you use too much blush, if you have like a face powder, that's like of your skin tone, so this one's like really like nice and light, it's a little mineral one. Just gonna put it back in there just to sort of even it out so it's not super harsh.
Gotcha.
We're gonna choose between like the four different shades, but since we have more color happening on the eyes, we're gonna do something a little bit more softer. These names are amazing. We got Lizzie, we have Miranda, Ethan Kraft, and then last but not least, Gordo.
Here's the look so far. Gosh, I think I do look young.
Alright, we're gonna use Lizzie because this is Lizzie's look. Lizzie on the lips.
Oh God, I hate it.
Sorry.
It's not your fault.
It looks pretty. Oh, it's so juicy. I'm putting like a thick amount on you too.
I hate gloss, for those of you who are not aware.
I love it. Ugh. How does it feel?
Terrible.
Okay.
Feels like glue.
Oh, so she's thick.
It's sticky.
Oh, there's like hints of glitter in it. Fun.
It's also plumping.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a little tingly.
Ooh, extra juicy. The part I am most personally excited for. So we have two different body glitters here. This one's called Get a Grip, and then the piece de resistance. This one is Sing to Me Paolo. So this is what we're gonna use, because honestly.
Badass Isabella. Sing to me, Paolo.
Sing to Me Paolo. Yeah, you literally look like you're ready to sing at the Coliseum.
Hell yeah. Oh my God. Hey, those are my lips. Those are my real lips.
Yeah, yeah.
My actual lip color doesn't look too bad.
It's beautiful.
Huh.
Very beautiful. Yeah, I didn't use any lip liner or anything. Like just that straight up gloss, that was all.
Oh, baby. Okay, so next step, fix this disaster of a hairdo and get dressed as Lizzie. Earlier that day, I went to the thrift store to try to find some Lizzie-esque outfits, and I found some skinny jeans and naively thought if I just looked up a tutorial, I could figure out how to turn them into boot cut. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So these are skinny jeans now, but let's see what we can do. I know I could add fabric, but I'm probably not going to. Lizzie also seemed to do a lot of half up, half down hair looks, so that's what I went with, and found my circa 2001 charm bracelets to stack away. And open.
Oh wow! I'm not gonna lie, I think have those brands.
So what do you think?
I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I love the little zebras there. I think those are fun. I like how there's like little glitter in the zebra shirt.
Yeah.
And there's a little cutout piece there.
Yeah.
Show them collarbone.
It's not a Lizzie look without a cutout.
Of course. Oh my god, the charm bracelets. How many bracelets? Too many bracelets.
There's no amount that's too many.
I love it. You have a belt too. Do these come with the pants?
No, I bought the belt.
Wow. Oh wow. I like that color though. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. I think it's fun.
Do I look 13?
I would say 12.
Did I just become a fashion icon?
I think you did. Do it full spin. I want a 360. So fun. 2000s like club goer. With the hits of Lizzie.
I love it. I think it's just so different from what I would normally do.
I mean, yeah, it's very different.
And it's very dramatic, but that's why I like it. Well, we are going to maybe go to dinner like this if everyone isn't too embarrassed to sit next to a fashion icon like me.
We should be privileged.
Yes, it is a privilege. I would like to give a big thank you to Melanie, who is the best makeup artist ever. Like, look at my skin.
Can I work on Euphoria yet?
Euphoria, call her, because she's ready.
I'm ready.
Come on, look what she can do. Come on. If you want to see more recreations like this of any particular era or any particular character,
Any era.
let us know in the comments, because Melanie can come back over and just do it.
Yeah.
Do you want to see an Audrey Hepburn one? Do you want to see Isabella and Paolo? Subscribe if you liked it, and if you didn't like it, subscribe anyway, because you've made it this far, and it might be different next time. Bye!
Bye!
I also found my early 2000s keychain. This is legit early 2000s from when we were kids, and Melanie is reviewing my keychain options.
Okay.
This is original, you guys. This is real lip smackers from the early 2000s. That might be mold.
Ew.
Okay.
Let's put you back.